It's me, it's Queen Aset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, guys, it's time for us to get started. So let's have a little discussion about Aquarius and plotting. A long time ago, or many times, I've told you about the Aquarius and they plotting asses. Aquarius are really amazing at plots. We're really good at figuring out how to do something very sneaky and underhanded that somebody doesn't know we did. We will do some shit and have the person that we did it to think that somebody else did it. That's a very common Aquarius plot, to do something and have you thinking somebody else did it. Aquarius, especially when they're dark and sometimes when they're gray, have the tendency to do these kind of things because Aquarius are really psychological. They want to get you up here, So like if you do something to an Aquarius, the way that they get you back, or usually because it's usually something you did and they want to get you back, or they don't like you and they want to do something to you. Whatever the case is, they just sit back and they figure out where your weaknesses are. You never want to show a dark or gray Aquarius where your weaknesses are. Around them, you want to be a poker face around them. You never want them to find out where you're weak because that's where they'll hit you at. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say that you work at an office with an Aquarius. This is an example that actually happened. Somebody did this and told me about it, and I was like, oh my God. So this woman told me, basically, I'll just give you the story. She worked at an office with a rival, some woman that she had beef with. Not anything major, just didn't like each other kind of thing. So the woman's husband was always coming up to the job. So the Aquarius seduced her husband and then leaked a rumor around the office that he was sleeping with a different rival. This woman had the Aquarius rival, and she had like a Scorpio rival or something like that, either Scorpio or Capricorn. So the Aquarius rival seduced the other girl's husband and blanked it on the other rival. And she never really, all she did was drop a rumor, really. So everybody thought that the Scorpio was sleeping with the Gemini's husband, but it was the Aquarius who had seduced the Gemini's husband and then leaked the rumor that the Scorpio was sleeping with the Gemini's husband. And nobody ever found out about the truth, because the rumor just went around and around and around. The wife found out about it. The wife questioned the husband. The husband didn't know what the hell she was talking about. He knew he was having an affair, but that wasn't the woman, So he didn't know what the hell she was talking about. They got into a fight, and it just was tension in their marriage for a while. And that's the last I heard of it, was the tension. So I'm sitting there looking like, wow. So you actually had an affair with this woman's husband, affected her marriage to the point where I don't even know if they're still married anymore, and then blamed it on a whole different person who had nothing to do with it. That's an Aquarius plot. That's a very Aquarius plot. Aquarius are good for cheating, infidelity, sleeping with your man, things like that. I would never leave dark people, dark Aquarius, dark Scorpio, dark Cancer. I would never leave dark people around my lover. Seriously, because a dark person will, especially a dark Aquarius, will definitely do some crazy shit like you see here. But it doesn't just stop with little petty rivalries and things like that. Aquarius have all kind of diabolical things, even as far back as grade school. They're plotting and doing things. I remember way back when we were kids, plotting, getting people in trouble, telling people this, telling people that. I mean, like, awful, just awful. But Aquarius are really good at this. So of course, not all Aquarius are going to do things like this. Light Aquarius tend to not do too much plotting unless it's something like planning a surprise birthday party or something like that. Light Aquarius, we've pretty much already done fucked up shit and we're on the other side at this point. So light Aquarius have a tendency not to do that. Gray Aquarius may, and dark Aquarius do it all the time. It's just like, I remember somebody was telling me that they were at work and one of their rivals, another worker situation, they had like a front desk area, right, like where the receptionist sat at. So the one girl, the Aquarius, was sitting at the front desk, and her rival had left her pocketbook on the front desk, and the trash can was next to the front desk. So the Aquarius told me she just like nudged the pocketbook, and the pocketbook fell in the trash. So the girl was like, "Oh my God," but she came back looking for her pocketbook, and her pocketbook was gone. So she thought maybe somebody stole it, but nobody stole it. The Aquarius pushed it over into the trash can. Okay, just to be nasty, just out of spite, because she didn't like the other girl. They had beef. And I don't even think it was an argument. I think she just didn't like her. It was more of a silent thing. Because Aquarius usually don't have like arguments with people very often, sometimes, but usually it's just a silent thing. Like, I don't like you and you don't like me, And that's what this case was. She just did not like her. So when she left her pocketbook, she smacked it into the trash can. The girl didn't see it. Later on that night, the janitor dumps the trash cans. So here she was thinking somebody stole her belongings, but in truth, it went out with the trash. And the Aquarius was looking at me laughing about it. The Aquarius thought that shit was funny. And I was like, oh my God. Like, imagine what's in your pocketbook. Your keys, your phone, your credit cards, your money. I mean, think about all of the stuff that's in your pocketbook, So, I was like, wow. Wow. So I just wanted y'all to know that Aquarius do be plotting. And if you know a dark Aquarius especially, or one that's kind of gray, you got to watch them. I told you Aquarius are good at keeping secrets when we want to. We'll tell anything we don't. If it's something that we don't care about, we'll tell it. But Aquarius will keep secrets when they want to. And some of the secrets we keep the most are our own. Those of us who are smart don't keep any at all, because they will get you in trouble. But those of us, who are still, like I said, dark or gray, will keep secrets. We'll do little plots. We'll do little things like that. So you have to be really careful, because you could have an Aquarius in your life that you think is your friend, or you could have an Aquarius in your life that you're snaking or giving attitude to, and not even realize that this Aquarius is setting you up. They can set you up for a number of things. They are very diabolical like that. I remember there was another guy, and he's an Aquarius. And I remember telling you guys this story before. This gentleman was running drugs. He was, getting cocaine or heroin, whatever it was. He was getting drugs from one state and driving them to another. And everybody knows that drugs are a no-no in the States, especially on the highway with them state troopers. So he got caught with the drugs in the car, but his girlfriend was in the car. He blamed the drugs on his girlfriend, and she got in trouble for the drugs because they couldn't prove who they belonged to. So he blamed them on her, and she had them. Like, she was like sitting on them. So he blamed them on her. He claimed he didn't know where they came from. He claimed that he didn't know anything. And his lawyer was able to get him off because she was the one with them. He gave them to her in the first place, so if they got caught, he could blame it on her. That was the whole point. But of course, she was young. She was naive. She didn't know that, young girl. She didn't know that. Her boyfriend told her, we're going to go do X. She jumped in the car to go do X. State troopers pulled them over. They both get arrested. His lawyer gets him off. She gets blamed for his drugs and goes to jail. And he didn't go to jail. So these are the kind of plotting things I'm talking about. And Aquarius are really smart. And if they're dark and smart, you got a really, really sinister person. A dark Aquarius, I mean, they'll do anything. They'll go online. They'll get your family's information. They'll send nasty, things about you to your family if they're angry with you, for example. Like, you have to be very careful with them. So I would say, I always tell people, don't fool with dark Aquariuses, period, and watch the gray ones. That's what I tell them. And if you are in a situation where you can't get away from them, like it's a family member or somebody at your job, just keep your business to yourself. and try to stay out of Dodge. Because trust me and believe, if an Aquarius want to get you, 9 times out of 10, you are got. And you'll never even know that they're planning it, because we're so good at moving silently. We're so good at planning and executing something without somebody else knowing. So you guys, you got to be really careful, because Aquarius be plotting. Seriously. Okay, guys? All right, it's time for me to get going. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody that's wondering about this, please pass this on to them and tell them that I said, you gotta watch, you gotta watch your back, okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave my email in case you want to contact me for a tarot reading, or if you want to ask a question for Asking Aquarius. If you want to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, I'll leave my information as well, all underneath this video. Okay, if you want to send me a love donation, I'll leave my PayPal. And if you want to send me a gift, I'll leave my wish list. Thank you all for the donations and the gifts, especially the gifts, because you guys know gifts are my love language. All right, guys, I'm going to see you tomorrow because I have a lot more to tell you. See you later.